Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Welcome to Manage Smarter's Extra Point. In less than 5 minutes, you'll get additional insights about the psychology of leadership and management from the producers of the Manage Smarter podcast. This is the Manage Smarter Extra Point.
I'm Chip Gray, and this week we're discussing a topic that's close to my heart: building team cohesion through joy. You know, Marie Kondo made waves by teaching us to find joy by decluttering our homes. But what if we could bring that same sense of joy into our workplaces? Especially as Gen Z enters the workforce with their fresh take on corporate culture, it's a question worth exploring. Now, here's a reality check. A survey published in the Harvard Business Review found that while 90% of us hope to find joy at work, only 37% actually do. But don't worry, there's hope. The people who are happy at work have a few things in common. They understand their roles and those of their coworkers, feel a bond with their team, get to use their talents, believe their work is critical, and see their shared success celebrated. So, how can you create this kind of environment? Alex Liu suggests that joy at work comes from a mix of harmony, impact, and acknowledgement. Let's break that down. First, team building events. With many of us working in hybrid or remote setups, it's easy to feel disconnected. Gallup research shows that only 17% of employees have a best friend at work. That's a problem because employees who feel isolated are more likely to leave. So, how do you fix it? Organize team building activities that are inclusive and engaging. Instead of a casual Zoom lunch where remote folks feel left out, assign teams and give them a fun challenge to work on together. This way, everyone gets to interact and bond. I have one more thought after this.
Struggling with the uncertainty in hiring and team development? Meet Team Trait, your go-to solution for creating high-performing teams. With Team Trait's pre-hire assessment tool, you can focus on interviewing only the top candidates, saving valuable time and resources. For your current employees, our assessments help map out career paths and pinpoint skill gaps, fostering continuous improvement and growth. Experience the impact of Team Trait and revolutionize your hiring and team development process. Visit teamtrait.com today to learn more and start with 2 free profiles. That's teamtrait.com.
All right, let's talk about meaningful tasks. According to Deloitte Digital's recent survey on Gen Z, younger employees crave autonomy and ownership in their jobs. One way to tap into this is by having them take a psychometric assessment. Use the results to craft assignments that align with their strengths and interests. Set up open-ended projects that allow them to be creative and contribute to the company's success. This not only fosters harmony, but also makes them feel valued. Remember, team members want to know their work matters. Whether they're working on a rocket launch or writing press releases, their contributions are crucial. Praise them promptly and celebrate successes together. A few hours outside the office can do wonders for team bonding. And don't be afraid to mix things up. Bruce Feiler notes that the average worker goes through a moment of disruption or reinvention every 2.5 years. Keep your team engaged by offering variety and new challenges. Strengthening team cohesion and creating joy at work is not just possible. It's essential for retaining top talent. Keep pushing forward and make joy a cornerstone of your team culture.
Manage Smarter's Extra Point is produced by the team at SalesFuel. Get even more great insights on the SalesFuel Today newsletter. Subscribe at salesfuel.com. Listen to Audrey Strong and C. Lee Smith as they interview top business leaders for insights on how to improve leadership, management skills, hiring, and retaining talent on the Manage Smarter podcast at managesmarter.com.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.